End to end, this story is shocking and complex, so watch closely until the very end to understand every twist and turn. Recently, Diddy's legal troubles have intensified as a key witness testified before a federal grand jury, claiming possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. The pressure on Diddy has escalated because both sides in the Shah-Diddy Combs case were given a deadline to provide details on how Diddy was communicating from jail. Despite repeated bail appeals to Judge Carter, Diddy has been denied release multiple times. This relentless legal onslaught has left Diddy and his attorneys visibly exhausted, signaling the legal team might be abandoning further attempts to secure bail. Evidence against Diddy continues to surface, including accounts from victims and celebrities exposing actions from the parties. Leaked recordings revealed coded language that Diddy allegedly used to discuss illegal activities. For example, the phrase, "get rid of leftover pizza boxes," has been interpreted by experts as referencing shipping containers, potentially linked to human trafficking. The proximity of these shipping containers to Diddy's properties has fueled suspicions, reinforced by reports of past strikes at the shipping port due to employees hearing human screams from inside containers. These shocking details indicate an urgent need for authorities to investigate shipping containers for possible human trafficking. Conspiracy theories have emerged, linking Diddy's language to historical coded messages like those seen in the 2016 pizza shop scandal. Terms like pizza and cheese were previously claimed as codes for illegal activities, which has drawn public attention back to Diddy's statements. The overlap in terminology has intensified scrutiny, causing Diddy's attorney to lose confidence. Reports suggest that he anticipated the serious legal consequences that would follow searches of Diddy's homes and aircraft, which revealed firearms, ammunition, and digital devices containing evidence from multiple victims. Meanwhile, the accuser's lawyer is confident, supported by the high conviction rates of federal prosecutors, who often achieve a 95% success rate. Even after Diddy offered $50 million bail, the court rejected it, citing concerns over flight risk and potential interference with the case. Public safety remains a key concern, encompassing both physical and emotional security for witnesses. Evidence, including the so-called Diddy tapes, appears to confirm the exploitation of multiple individuals, including potential minors. Diddy's legal team has faced previous setbacks, including past lawsuits, abandoned cases, and withdrawal of representation by law firms unwilling to continue. The current case is particularly challenging, with mandatory federal sentences of at least 10 years for drug and weapon charges in addition to the allegations at hand. The combination of overwhelming evidence, legal precedent, and unyielding prosecutors makes this a pivotal trial. Viewer attention is guaranteed, as the twists, revelations, and high stakes create a story that is both dramatic and chilling. This case against Diddy continues to unfold with a series of shocking developments that have left the public and legal experts stunned. At the core, the evidence gathered paints a disturbing picture. Following the federal grand jury testimony, investigators have been piecing together how Diddy allegedly communicated from jail, using coded messages to coordinate activities and manage operations connected to the infamous freak-off parties. The complexity of these codes has become a focal point for analysts trying to understand the full scope of what occurred. One key revelation involves the seemingly innocuous phrase about leftover pizza boxes, which many interpret as referring to shipping containers potentially used for illicit purposes. The geographical proximity of these containers to Diddy's estates only intensifies suspicions. Former employees of the shipping port have corroborated alarming accounts, including labor strikes due to hearing human screams from inside the containers. These reports underscore a serious human rights concern, suggesting that prolonged confinement in these containers may have exposed individuals to extreme physical and psychological harm. The ongoing investigations and eyewitness accounts signal an urgent need for authorities to address and verify these claims. Conspiracy theories have emerged linking Diddy's coded language to previous scandals, such as the 2016 pizza shop controversy, where terms like pizza and cheese were allegedly used as codes for illegal activities. While those prior cases were debunked, the overlap in terminology with Diddy's situation has intensified scrutiny and public intrigue. The legal battle has also highlighted the immense pressure on Diddy's defense team. With multiple bail appeals denied, including a rejected $50 million offer, Diddy remains behind bars. Courts have cited risks of flight and potential interference with ongoing investigations as justification for the strict measures. These decisions reflect the seriousness of the allegations and underscore that financial resources cannot guarantee freedom when public safety and the integrity of justice are at stake. Meanwhile, prosecutors remain confident, with the accuser's lawyer expressing certainty about the case's progression, relying on the historically high federal conviction rates, which approach 95% including plea deals. Evidence uncovered during the searches of Diddy's properties includes firearms, ammunition, and electronic devices holding potentially incriminating images and videos. The Diddy tapes, as they are known, reportedly contain disturbing content involving multiple victims, including potential minors. This adds layers of complexity and severity to the case, further reducing the chances of a favorable outcome for Diddy. The situation also reflects a broader narrative about the law's reach and accountability. Previous failures of Diddy's legal team to secure bail or prevent the release of incriminating evidence highlight the high stakes and challenges faced by those defending high-profile figures. Mandatory sentencing, extensive media attention, and meticulous evidence gathering create a trial that promises high drama and tension. Viewer engagement is almost guaranteed due to the case's twists, shocking revelations, and the sheer magnitude of the allegations. As this case develops, the intensity surrounding Diddy's legal troubles grows by the day, with new revelations pushing the story into uncharted territory. The federal grand jury testimony revealed that Diddy allegedly coordinated from jail using digital communications, which have now become crucial evidence in the ongoing investigation. Legal experts and analysts have been closely examining these communications, particularly the coded phrases Diddy used. One such phrase, "get rid of leftover pizza boxes," has sparked widespread speculation and interpretation. Experts suggest that it could reference shipping containers, potentially linked to severe human rights violations, given their proximity to Diddy's properties. This detail has triggered both public outrage and intense media scrutiny. Former shipping port employees have shared accounts of strikes due to hearing screams from inside the containers, reportedly from human beings confined within. These accounts lend weight to the suspicions and indicate the potential scale of abuse. This aspect of the case has not only shocked the public but has also prompted calls for thorough investigations into shipping facilities and related operations. Compounding the intrigue are conspiracy theories drawing parallels between Diddy's alleged coded language and the 2016 pizza shop scandal. While previous claims in that scandal were debunked, the recurrence of similar terms in Diddy's communications has created renewed curiosity and speculation about illicit activities. Diddy's legal team faces immense challenges. After multiple denials of bail, including a $50 million offer, the court emphasized the potential flight risk and the likelihood of interfering with witnesses or evidence. The rejection of such a substantial bail offer underlines the gravity of the case. Legal experts have noted that federal prosecutors have a high conviction rate, approximately 95% including plea deals, making Diddy's chances of avoiding serious consequences slim. Even for cases that proceed to trial, conviction rates remain close to 90%, emphasizing the uphill battle for the defense. During searches of Diddy's homes and aircraft, authorities seized firearms, ammunition, and electronic devices containing digital evidence related to the freak-off parties. The infamous Diddy tapes reportedly depict disturbing acts involving multiple victims, including potential minors. These findings intensify the seriousness of the charges, creating a legal scenario where defense options are extremely limited. Previous attempts by law firms to represent Diddy have failed, as legal teams withdraw in recognition of the overwhelming evidence. The mandatory minimum federal sentences for related charges, including drugs and firearms, can span decades, leaving no room for leniency. Public safety and justice remain central to the court's considerations. Concerns about potential witness intimidation or tampering highlight the multifaceted risks of the case. Viewer engagement with this story is almost guaranteed, given the combination of shocking revelations, high-profile individuals, and intense legal stakes. Each twist and discovery adds layers to a narrative that is as complex as it is chilling, maintaining suspense and intrigue throughout the unfolding investigation. The unfolding Diddy case continues to capture public attention with a series of alarming revelations and legal developments. A key turning point came when a witness testified before a federal grand jury, presenting digital evidence from Diddy's freak-off parties. This evidence is central to understanding the scope of the alleged activities. Investigators have focused on how Diddy allegedly maintained communication from jail, using coded language to coordinate events and operations. Phrases like, "get rid of leftover pizza boxes," have sparked intense analysis, with many experts suggesting they reference shipping containers potentially used for illegal purposes. The proximity of these containers to Diddy's estates amplifies the concern, prompting further scrutiny from authorities. Former employees of the shipping port have shared disturbing accounts, describing strikes prompted by hearing human screams inside the containers. These claims suggest that individuals may have been confined for extended periods in conditions lacking basic necessities, highlighting severe human rights violations. The combination of eyewitness accounts and coded communications has fueled both public outrage and media scrutiny, emphasizing the potential scale of the situation. Comparisons have been drawn to the 2016 pizza shop conspiracy, where coded language was allegedly used for illicit activities. While the prior scandal was discredited, the recurrence of similar terminology in Diddy's communications has intensified public interest and speculation. Diddy's defense faces unprecedented challenges. Multiple bail requests, including a $50 million offer, have been denied by the court due to flight risks and concerns about possible interference with witnesses or evidence. These denials highlight the severity of the charges and the high stakes involved. Federal prosecutors are known for their exceptional conviction rates, approximately 95% including plea deals. For cases proceeding to trial, the success rate remains around 90%, leaving limited room for a successful defense. The accuser's lawyer has expressed confidence in the case, citing both the overwhelming evidence and procedural safeguards ensuring the legal process can proceed without obstruction. Searches of Diddy's properties have yielded firearms, ammunition, and electronic devices containing images and videos related to the freak-off parties. The infamous Diddy tapes reportedly show disturbing acts involving multiple victims, including potential minors. These discoveries have compounded the challenges for Diddy's legal team, some of whom have withdrawn representation, likely due to the overwhelming nature of the evidence and the mandatory minimum sentences for federal charges, which can extend decades. Past legal battles, including gun-related incidents and nightclub shootings, demonstrate Diddy's history with the justice system, but this case presents a new level of intensity and public scrutiny. The court's decisions emphasize public safety, witness protection, and the integrity of the legal process. The Diddy case is not only a legal battle but a narrative filled with shocking twists, intricate evidence, and high-profile scrutiny. Viewer engagement is virtually guaranteed, as each new revelation adds layers of intrigue, suspense, and urgency. The combination of coded communications, high-stakes investigations, and potential criminal activities creates a story that demands attention from start to finish, ensuring audiences remain captivated throughout the investigation. The Diddy case has escalated into one of the most intense and high-profile legal battles in recent history, with evidence, coded communications, and public scrutiny converging to create a complex and shocking narrative. Following the federal grand jury testimony, investigators have meticulously examined Diddy's communications from jail, revealing coded phrases like, "get rid of leftover pizza boxes." Experts and analysts suggest that this code may refer to shipping containers potentially involved in illegal activities. The proximity of these containers to Diddy's estates has intensified concerns and prompted calls for thorough investigations, as the situation raises serious human rights and public safety questions. Former shipping port employees have corroborated alarming reports, describing strikes motivated by hearing human screams coming from inside the containers. These accounts imply that individuals may have been confined under harsh conditions for extended periods, with no access to air, heat, or basic necessities. The combination of these reports and coded communications has fueled widespread public outrage and media coverage. Comparisons to the 2016 pizza shop conspiracy, where coded terms were allegedly used for illicit activities, have amplified scrutiny. While that previous case was debunked, the recurrence of similar terminology in Diddy's communications has added a layer of suspicion and intrigue, drawing both public and investigative attention. Diddy's defense team faces formidable obstacles. Multiple bail appeals, including a $50 million offer, have been denied, with courts citing flight risk and potential witness interference. These decisions underscore the gravity of the allegations and the seriousness with which the judiciary is approaching the case. Federal prosecutors are renowned for high conviction rates, with approximately 95% including plea deals, and roughly 90% for cases proceeding to trial. This leaves minimal room for a favorable outcome for Diddy, further stressing the challenges faced by his legal team. Searches of Diddy's homes and aircraft uncovered firearms, ammunition, and electronic devices containing evidence from the freak-off parties. The Diddy tapes, reportedly depicting disturbing acts involving multiple victims, including potential minors, significantly compound the severity of the charges. Previous attempts by law firms to represent Diddy have failed, reflecting the overwhelming nature of the evidence and the likely mandatory minimum sentences, which could extend decades for related federal charges. Past legal issues, including gun-related cases and nightclub incidents, highlight a history with the justice system, but the current case represents unprecedented scrutiny and high stakes. Public safety, witness protection, and justice remain central concerns. Courts emphasize not only physical security but also the emotional and psychological well-being of witnesses, given the evidence suggesting potential intimidation attempts. This high-profile case combines shocking revelations, coded messages, and meticulous evidence collection to create a narrative that is as suspenseful as it is chilling. Viewer engagement is assured, with every twist and development intensifying intrigue, ensuring audiences remain riveted from start to finish. The Diddy story, filled with legal complexity, shocking revelations, and high stakes, continues to dominate public attention and media discourse.